That's right. What is up, everybody? Jake the Dangerously here once again. I am back to do my Ring of Honor Best in the World 2017 predictions. Now, of course, Best in the World is the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view. After War of the Worlds, this has been a great pay-per-view. And this card can say no better. Could not be even better. I mean, we got 8 matches, 4 title matches. So this is going to be a fantastic card to definitely predict. So hope you guys do enjoy this. Now, of course, our record after the last Ring of Honor pay-per-view we did, which was, of course, War of the Worlds, we went 7-2. So our overall record coming into this pay-per-view is 19-5. So another 19-5 is just pretty impressive. We're going to continue this into this video. I cannot wait to do these predictions. Now, of course, before I start, I do want to thank all you guys so very much for making, watching all the videos this week. I mean, of course, we had our Money in the Bank predictions, which Money in the Bank was last night. So again, that was a great show, and that was a great one to predict for sure. And of course, my IWGP United States Championship tournament predictions are up on the channel because those are going to happen on the G1 special, and I'll be talking about that in this video as well. So if you have not seen that video, definitely I'll leave it at the end of the video for the little boxes. So definitely check out that. Now, of course, we're at 139 subscribers, so I do want to thank all you guys so very much. New subscribers to this channel. If this is your first video on this channel from me, welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm, of course, JT Dangerously, and welcome to the club, because this club is whoops. So again, thank you guys so very much. Now, of course, this is one of 2 videos this week. Of course, this one is going to be up, and then of course on Tuesday and Wednesday I'll have my G1 Climax predictions. Now, of course, by Tuesday or Wednesday, 2 in a row, we'll be announcing the participants for this year's G1 Climax, and I will be predicting those. I will be making my predictions on this channel for sure. As soon as they are up, I'll make my predictions, because I want to continue the success I had in the Best of the Super Juniors this year onto the G1. So definitely there will be 2 videos this week. So definitely check those 2 videos out. Now, of course, when we get to next week, of course, June 26th, I'll have my G1 Special Night 1 predictions. Of course, the G1 Special is a prelude to the G1 Climax, and it also shows New Japan Pro Wrestling to the American audience for the first time. So it's going to be a big time show. It's part 1. It's going to be on the 26th, and of course part 2 will be after night 1. So I'll have that up on Saturday night. So definitely worth to watch those shows. We got 2 title matches in night 1, 2 title matches in night 2, and we got the United States Championship tournament going on in night 1, and then the finals in night 2. So definitely worth to watch that, and definitely worth to watch it on this channel. Now, of course, when we get to the month of July, we have, of course, the next Raw pay-per-view, great balls of fire, where we'll see the #1 contender for the Universal Championship, Samoa Joe, challenging the reigning and defending undisputed Universal Champion Brock Lesnar in a first-time ever matchup. So that is going to be definitely one to watch. It's going to be good. Now, and then, of course, the next SmackDown pay-per-view after Money in the Bank will be Battleground, which will be in Philadelphia. So that's going to be one show to watch for sure. Now, I think that's all. Of course, I do want to thank all you guys for making June a big-time month. Of course, now with basketball being over, congrats to the Golden State Warriors, and of course, Stanley Cup Finals being over, congrats to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I do want to thank all you guys so very much for watching all of those Stanley Cup and NBA playoff predictions on the channel. You guys made those huge, and again, we're going to run that shit back next season for sure. So again, thank you guys so very much for making June a big time month, and we're going to get on to the month of July and continue the success. Now, I think other than that, I think that's all the updates for the video, so let's get right into these predictions. Now, of course, if they do add anything, I'll add it in the comments below, but I'm going to do the big time 8 matches right here now. I'm going to start off with the first match for the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championship. Of course, it is on one side you have the Party Peacock himself, Dalton Castle, and the boys, versus, of course, the reigning and defending Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions, of course, Bully Ray and the Briscoes. Now, whoever wins this match will be going on to Saturday to defend their Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championships against members of 2 Sweet. Of Of course, those members consist of Hangman Page and the Young Bucks. Whoever wins this match will be defending the title against these three big-time men out of Bullet Club. So, of course, this whole thing started in a 8-man tag team match with, of course, Bully Ray and the Briscoes and Dalton Castle versus Los Ingobernables del Japón and Tetsuya Naito. So, close to the end of the match, Bushi was about to miss one of the the Dalton Castle, but of course the boys pushed him out of the way, and he sprayed one of the Briscoes. Excuse me. Then of course Jay had something to say, what the hell are you doing? And then the boys took him out of the ring, and this is how this match started. So this is going to be very interesting. Now with Dalton Castle, again, there was this rumor that he was going to sign with the WWE. That rumor is now dead because he has re-signed with Ring of Honor, and I'm very happy he's staying in Ring of Honor, because I just know they would have just killed that gimmick he was doing in Ring of Honor and the WWE. So I'm very happy he's re-signed. Again, like Don Callis says, like Don Callis usually says, he's top talent. Dalton Castle is definitely top talent. He is the future of Ring of Honor for sure. And then the boys, you know how it is. Boys, let's go to work. Let's get it done. Then you have Bully Ray and the Briscoes. Of course, they have been the tag team champions for a while now. Again, I have said this in numerous videos talking about the Bully Ray and the Briscoes. I don't see any 3-man team beating them. But again, Hangman and the Bucks could actually work if Bully Ray and the Briscoes go on to defend against them. So this made Bully Ray and the Briscoes have been fantastic. But I think coming from me in this matchup, I am going to take Bully Ray and the Briscoes to win this, because I would like to see Bully Ray and the Briscoes against Hangman and the Bucks for the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championship. So coming from me, I am taking Bully Ray and the Briscoes to retain their Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championships over Dalton Castle and the boys. And now the next matchup. Pretty interesting 8-man tag team matches. Of course, it is one side you have representing the Rebellion, Rip Titus, Caprice Coleman, Kenny King, and of course Shane Taylor versus of course the team of Search and Destroy, featuring the Motor City Machine Guns, Jonathan Gresham, and Jay White. Now, the added stipulation to this match is whoever loses this match has to disband. So one of these two teams are going to be now single stars instead of being in a group. I'm going to start off with the Rebellion first. I mean, the Rebellion has been around for 2013. Of course, they were the Cabinet, then the Rebellion. They really haven't done anything, honestly. They really haven't done much in Ring of Honor. Have they won any titles? No. They get a reaction, yes, but they're I hate to say they're shit. They're really kind of shit as a group. And then you have Search and Destroy, who of course I like the whole thing of their veterans helping out the youngsters in Ring of Honor with Jonathan Gresham and of course Jay White. And then Jay White does have a TV title match on Saturday against whoever wins the television championship. So Jay White has a huge opportunity on Saturday on his hands to maybe win his first major Ring of Honor title. So this is a big time matchup. Of course, whoever loses disbands. So one of these teams is going to be no more group. It's going to be a singles group. It's going to be just singles. So coming from me, I'm going to take Search and Destroy to win this matchup. I think Search and Destroy has got a lot more weapons on them. I mean, the Rebellion's been around for about 2 or 3 years, so I think that's about time they done kiboshed this in '86 this shit, because it's boring as hell. So coming from me, I'm taking Search and Destroy to defeat the Rebellion. And now the next matchup, a big time grudge match. Of course, firstly representing better late than never. Too sweet. Of course, it is Hangman Adam Page versus, of course, the heavy metal rebel Kazarian. Now, this whole thing started, of course, at War of the Worlds, where Adam Page stole a victory from Frankie Kazarian with, of course, a low blow in a small package. Of course, Kazarian's not all about that. Of course, Cole, any way you can, and with Page, any way you can get, take it. But this whole thing started at the 15th anniversary show, and of course this is a strap match. I forgot to say, this is a strap match. Of course, this whole thing started at the 15th anniversary show in February, where Kazarian turned his back on Bullet Club to help his best friend Christopher Daniels become the Ring of Honor World Champion. So, of course, when it comes to Bullet Club, you turn your back on them. They make you pay for it later. And of course, they got their boy. They got the Hangman to take care of traitors. And of course, in a parking lot a few weeks ago, he attacked Kazarian. Of course, he has cost them matches one by one. Again, then you have Adam Page. Adam Page has had a very good run. He's been the most improved wrestler in Ring of Honor. Of course, he's beaten Adam Cole. He's beaten Jay Briscoe. He's beaten a lot of good guys. He's beaten a lot of big time names in Ring of Honor for sure. And then Adam Cole, of course, will be in the first round matchup of the IWGP United States Championship Tournament against Jay Lethal. So he's trying to go in definitely with momentum. And then you have Kazarian, who's looking for some payback, because he's definitely looking for some payback after the attack after attack after attack. He's looking for some damn sure payback. And now with this match being a strap match, now when I think of strap matches as a wrestling fan, I think of Fully Loaded of 1999, Triple H and The Rock. Now that's a strap match I remember. I'm not a fan of the whole touching four corners bullshit. I like the whole wrist to wrist, hitting the hell out of each other with a hell of a long strap and getting it done in the ring. That's what I like. I don't like touching the four corner stuff. That ain't no strap match. That's a shit match. So coming from me, this is gonna be a fantastic match with two. This is definitely a grudge match for sure. Now, of course, I have picked Kazarian the last two pay-per-views. Of course, I picked them at Supercard of Honor and I picked them at War of the World. So either I'm going to continue picking Kazarian, or I'm going to pick Hangman Adam Page. So coming from me, I'm going to take Kazarian. I just think he needs to win more. I mean, Page definitely needs to win more for momentum, but again, I don't see him winning the United States title, the IWGP US title. So coming from me, I am taking Kazarian once again to win and beat Adam Page in this strap match. And now the next match, I have a very interesting singles match, which I'm pegging a contenders match, which is, of course, wrestling's last real man, Silas Young versus the greatest first-generation wrestler in this business today. Of course, I'm talking about Jay Lethal. Now, this is definitely a contenders match. Whoever wins this should be the number one contender for the Ring of Honor against whoever the Ring of Honor champion is later in the month. So this is definitely a contenders match. Of course, Silas Young, the wrestling's last real man. If you combine Bruno Sammartino and Ravishing Rick Rude, combine them, you get Silas Young. Just the whole wrestling's last real man just works for him. I mean, he's just a perfect character, perfect gimmick for him. And then you have Jay Lethal, of course, looking to rebound after World of Worlds, where he did not get pinned. So he's definitely looking to become the number one contender once again for the Ring of Honor heavyweight title. Of course, Best in the World has been good to Jay Lethal in the past. Of course, he beat Jay Briscoe twice here. So this Jay Lethal definitely, it's the lethal injection of Lethal versus misery of Silas. So coming from me again, I love Silas Young and I love Jay Lethal. So coming from me, I am going to take Jay Lethal to beat Silas Young because he needs momentum into his IWGP United States Championship match, and wink, wink, I have him winning the United States Championship tournament, if you don't know yet. But definitely, I just think it's going to be somebody outside of New Japan that's going to win that belt. I think it's going to be Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal would be a perfect representation of the United States title. So coming from me in this great singles matchup, I'm going to take Jay Lethal to beat Silas Young. And now the next matchup, a tag team matchup. Okay, of course, representing the Kingdom with Matt Taven and Vinny versus, of course, two CMLL legends, of course, with Ultimo Guerrero and El Terrible. So again, now starting with the Kingdom again. Kingdom, again, this is just like with the Rebellion, a very watered down version of what they used to be. I mean, the Kingdom when I used to watch Ring of Honor was Kanellis, Bennett, Adam Cole, Adam Page, Matt Taven. This is just a watered down like all the money was in the old kingdom, and now it's just like nickels and dimes for this kingdom. So again, they're not really a big time team. And then on the other side, you have Ultimo Guerrero and El Terrible. Again, I have no idea about them. I'm very green when it comes to CMLL stars and AAA guys. So again, I'm going in definitely blind in this matchup. So coming from me in this tag team matchup, this is going to be a pretty quick one. I'm going to take Ultimo Guerrero and El Terrible to beat Vinny and Matt Taven of the Kingdom. And now the next matchup for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Of course, the challenger. And he is the newest member of... Of course, he is the former Ring of Honor Television Champion. If you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop! Of course, that is the music of the villain, Machi Scroll, versus, of course, the reigning and defending Ring of Honor Television Champion of the world, and, of course, the brand new and 5-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion of the world. Of course, I am talking about Time Splitter Kishida. Now, this whole thing started, of course, at the War of the Worlds Night 4, where, of course, Kishida upsetted Marty Scurll and became the Ring of Honor Television Champion with the help of Adam Cole screwing Marty Scurll, which, of course, at War of the Worlds, Cole was excommunicated and the villain became part of Bullet Club. So this has been building since after War of the Worlds with Kishida and Scurll. Now, of course, with Marty Scurll going into the Best of the Super Juniors, he had a great run, and this was his first New Japan Pro Wrestling tour. He had a great Best of the Super Juniors in A Block. Of course, he beat Will Ospreay in his first match in New Japan. He had a great win. Of course, he did not win, and now he's looking to get the television title back to Bullet Club. And then you have Kishida, who he's had a very up and down year this year. Of course, losing the television title to Hiromu Takahashi, then losing in under 2 minutes to Takahashi again at Sakura Genesis, and then he went into the Best of the Super Juniors in the B Block. Of course, he had to fight and claw his way, and he got to the finals. He beat Will Ospreay. He became the Best of the Super Juniors champion. Then at Dominion, he tapped out Hiromu Takahashi to regain the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. And of course, his next title defense will be against Bushi at Kusano Road 2017. So, Kushida has had a definitely up and down year. He was the lowest of lows. Now he's up on the highest of highs. So, he's coming in definitely hot. So, this is going to be a fantastic TV title match. And again, Kushida's coming in with 2 belts. Coming from me, he's going to lose one of them. And I think it's going to be here. So coming from me, I am taking the villain, Machi Scurll, to become about to regain his Ring of Honor Television Championship over Kushida and bring it right back to Bullet Club. And now the next matchup for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships of the world. Now, of course, the challengers, they are the former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, of course, Hanson and Rowe, War Machine, versus, of course, representing once again Too Sweet. Of course, they are representing the Elite. Elite. Second time, they are the reigning and defending Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions of the world. And of course, they are the brand new IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions of the world. And of course, they are the Super Kick Party Champions of the world. Because it ain't no party like a party with, of course, Matt, Nick, the Young Bucks. Now, of course, at Dominion, War Machine lost their IWGP Junior Heavyweight, not their Junior Heavyweight, their Heavyweight Tag Team titles against the Grills of Destiny, and now they're looking to get some gold back because, of course, They have been calling out the Young Bucks for a couple weeks. They've been looking dominant as usual. I mean, they are the former Ring of Honor heavyweight tag team champions, so they're looking for gold back. Now, then you have the Young Bucks, who of course at Dominion became the Michael Jordan 6-time IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions over Roppongi Vice, which of course they will be defending those titles once again at the G1 special on night 2 against Roppongi Vice. So definitely look out for that. But the Young Bucks have been pretty damn impressive. I mean, they are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champs. They're the Junior Tag Team Champs. They're the Super Kick Tag Team Champs. They could be the Ring of Honor 6-man Tag Team Champs. They could have four different gold around them, and even more belts on their shoulders. Of course, Bullet Club is just taking over now. They are taking over the world, and it's working. And they've won every major tag team title right now, except for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag. And of course, this is going to be a fantastic match. It's strength against speed. Of course, you're going to be seeing like that in that match a ton. You're going to be seeing more bang for your buck. You're going to be seeing the Indie Taker. You're going to see all that. But this is definitely the Young Bucks' toughest challenge to date for the tag team titles. Because again, War Machine is a good team. A lot of people don't like them. They're okay. They're just a big, strong guys. So coming from me, I am going to take the Young Bucks to retain their Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions of the world over War Machine. And now the main event for the coveted Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship. Of course, the challenger representing once again Too Sweet. Of course, he is the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship, and he is also challenging the IWGP Heavyweight Champion Okada at, of course, at night 1 of the G1 special. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Do it all to get them all. Of course, that is the music of the American Nightmare Cody versus, of course, the reigning and defending Ring of Honor Heavyweight Champion of the world, Almighty Christopher Daniels. Now, I'm picking this main event matchup as Legacy versus Destiny. Now, of course, with the Destiny, it's for Cody Rhodes. I mean, this is his first major title chance here. He's been Intercontinental Champion. He's been Tag Team Champion, but he's never been a major World Champion. This is big for him. Of course, this whole thing started after War of the Worlds, where, of course, Cody's saying it's not fair. The organization of Ring of Honor does not want a free agent to become their World Champion. Of course, Cody is the hottest free agent in Ring of Honor right now. Of course, he's looking to win his first major world title at only 32 years old. Of course, I know a lot of people do not like Cody. They're saying he's overrated. He's only getting this title shot because of his name. Now, I got to disagree with that. I mean, he's got talent, God-given talent. I mean, he is the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, a former world champion. He's the brother of Goldust. I mean, multiple-time Intercontinental Champion. This is not because of his name. He's getting this shot because he has earned it. He has deserved this shot. And it's all about, Ring of Honor always gives those names that, again, if he's getting, like, WWE does this all the time. They've done this with names, like, Orton and Roman and The Rock. But Cody definitely deserves this with his God-given talent. And I think it's his destiny to win this because he's been wrestling since 2006. It's like nearly 11 years in the making. He definitely deserves this shot. Again, love him or hate him, he's a talented kid. Then you have the other side, Christopher Daniels. Of course, he won the title at the 15th anniversary show in February. He's had a pretty good 4-month title reign. Again, I'm very satisfied with this run, of course. And this is all about Daniels' legacy. Now, of course, he wants to be up there with the great Ring of Honor champions like Punk, Danielson, Samoa Joe. He wants to have his legacy as a fantastic world champion. Of course, this is his first title run in his career. So this is definitely his legacies on the line here. And of course, it's Ring of Honor's legacy. It's also Ring of Honor's legacy because you're having a free agent that hasn't signed with nobody could be their world champion, which would be unheard of. So it definitely is Daniels' legacy. Now, coming from me again, I love Cody. Love him again. People love him or hate him. He's talented. He's got talent. I love Cody and I love Christopher Daniels. I've been very satisfied with this run. But coming from me, I'm taking my boy Cody to win this Ring of Honor World title because title matches come and go. If you get that advantage, you go for it. I mean, you may not see Cody in the title picture ever again if he doesn't win this match. So this is his one shot, he better take it. So coming from me, I am taking Cody to become the new Ring of Honor World Champion and beat the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. And those are my Best in the World 2017 predictions. I hope you guys did enjoy my predictions. Comment below, who do you have winning all of these matches? How many titles do you see change hands? Again, I have Cody winning the world title. If your predictions are different from mine, comment below. Let's have a conversation about it. That's what makes this channel grow, with your guys' opinions on the matter. Now, of course, I'm always on to see your comment, thumbs up, and of course, reply right back to you, because comments are always welcome on this channel. Always. And your opinions always matter. Now, of course, I do want to thank all you guys so very much for watching. And of course, before you go, you can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share it with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. And of course, you can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you for my New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 2017 predictions later days, and peace.